I'm not a big fan of bananas. I don't think they taste good, but they're good for you, and especially for cycling, they're good nutrition. So, cheers.
Well, cheers. On Bob Hope's house. It's right down my street.
My hand's a rubber mallet. Look at this. Gum. Gum on my crank. More gum. More gum. So I am riding with brakes today. I'm sorry out there for all the hardcore Harrys. I like going fast downhills. We're at Peddler's Fork in Calabasas, California. 49.15. I'm running 51.17. You should be alright.
Okay.
I mean,
Haim is not super steep.
Really?
Welcome to LA. College freshman year, I needed like a bike to get around town on. 2004. I don't know if fixies were cool yet then. But
they're getting there.
So I got this like steel Miata something. It's awesome. I still ride it around town. I remember one day there was like a note on it, just said like hot bike, something like that. I was like, whatever. And I forgot about it.
Did it have girl handwriting or guy handwriting?
I didn't notice. Joined the cycling club, meet some people. One day I'm like leaving the cycling team meeting and getting my bike, and there was this girl I've been hitting on who was a junior, and she saw my bike and started giggling. She's like, I put that note on there that time, and that was how I lost my virginity.
33 miles an hour, 150 RPM.
That's all.
This hill's a lot longer on a big skier.
It's brutal. In my head, I had a secret goal of not using my brakes at all today, and I broke that at the light right there.
How's the transition from World Tour to cookie connoisseur?
It's been, maybe it's been too smooth in that like, it still feels pretty similar. Like it's weird when you're like, when your job is to race, like my default, like my body wants to wake up, have breakfast, go ride 5 hours. And I need at some point get away from that. But my weird sponsored YouTube channel, KOM Mission, has delayed that for a while. I know that I won't be riding full-time or for a living for much longer or ever again. Porsche. Hear that turbo? Yeah.
Sound like a fart.
I retired from racing because I wasn't good enough at racing, but I'm gonna be the worst at retiring. So it's called worst retirement ever. And it's me like training my butt off to get Strava records, basically.
All right.
It's going well. People like, most people get it. Some people still send me tips on like how to make my bike lighter, but most people are in.
So you're from Atlanta and you
Correct.
moved out to California in 2013?
Yeah, I went out to train in Big Bear, and then I kind of had some friends in LA and I went to visit, met a girl, and we split up, but I stayed.
California
Better here.
love?
Yeah, I was like shocked at how much I liked LA, and still do.
What's your favorite thing about LA besides the riding?
I don't know, I'm not a city person, really, but like I found my neighborhood there, and there's just like a lot of smart, creative people, and just cool stuff that happens. It has a lot of soul. No one believes me, but the riding's amazing. And then, so I could like go do my work, go do my intervals in the canyons and like train around here or Hollywood or whatever. And then I could take like an improv comedy class on a Wednesday night while I'm a pro cyclist.
So some of these bike races, they're very long.
Indeed.
Sometimes you can go pee with the help of your teammate by pushing
Yep.
them. But what do you do?
That was perfectly safe. What we just saw.
What do you do when it's not the pee-pee, it's the poo-poo?
You know, you don't really have to poo-poo. Like, a big part of the thing is you time your meals. You know, like, you're done eating 2.5 hours before the start, because it takes 2 hours and 10 minutes to process a bowl of oatmeal. And we all like kind of just stick to that religiously.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
That's poop
I mean,
science.
everyone experiments with their own poop experience. I don't know, I don't want to get into doping that much, but I know how long it took me to figure out like who's a good guy, who's a bad guy, why. And it's impossible for fans to get it.
Yeah.
So they just like, either they hate dopers or they don't mind dopers, and Lance should be forgiven. And everybody's a jerk. And they're in my comment section. And it's just like, something that I have to deal with. And if you want to be in the sport, you get to play with that. And if you want to be like a guy who got a clean tattoo because he was pissed off when he was 24, and then who actually got good and tried to live in the world tour, you have to figure that out too, because everyone's a doper. Like, cool, I got a tattoo because I hate these guys and now I'm on the bus with them.
You're obsessed with cookies. What's the deal?
I was living in Massachusetts and I was writing a blog for Bicycling Magazine. At some point I kind of mentioned like I had a bad race, but I got home in time, my favorite bakery had my favorite cookie left, and that was like the end of my weird blog. And then I went to another race and someone was like, hey, I saw you like cookies, I wanted you to try mine. And they like brought me some, and I was like, that's awesome. And I like tweeted a picture of it. I had 200 followers at the time, you know, it was like pre-anything. I was an amateur. And then from there, like it gradually snowballed to the point where like 7 years later, I'm at the Tour of California and the bus rolls up and there's like 7 people outside with paper plates covered in tinfoil who want to try their cookies.
Grandmas?
And just strangers, man, just people like who, and there's no weed in them, you know, they're not trying to poison me. It's just like people who want me to have cookies because it's awesome. It's funny because the team doctors would be like, Phil, you're not eating those cookies from strangers, or you're gonna go positive. And I was like, no, I'm not, but I did, every time. My only experience with a pet was my pet turtle, I got him in 5th grade, and he lived 20 years. He just died last fall.
Oh.
I had to deal with the damn amphibian. And no, it's not sad. The thing is like, I had a pet for 20 years and there's no connection. There's no love. He didn't recognize me. So I'm kind of jaded from pets.
Do you wear kind of like his shell now as like part of you, like his jewelry underneath your cycling clothes?
Absolutely, yeah, that's what I do. No, like he died and I remember like wondering for a long time, like how am I gonna feel when Iqbal dies? And I felt nothing. You know, I was like, I wasn't sad. I wasn't like stoked because he was an inconvenience.
It's called turtle depression. It takes a while. You're
guess
probably in the
so.
2nd stage.
The soup was good.
I noticed you have a lot of KOMs around here. Do you have this segment?
Yes, I have this segment. Oh. I'm not scared of you. You don't even have ears. Oh, he's on the car. I'm flagging that. I'm flagging that. He's on the car.
I'll take it. Tell me about your book. How do I get fast with $10 a day?
That's my first book.
Where does cable fall in that?
Where does what?
Cable and internet.
Uh-oh. There we go. It's not a literal guide to living at $10 a day. It's about being a broke bike racer. You probably know.
What's your time on this thing?
Like I was already done.
No.
I was done.
So tell me about your nickname.
What's my nickname?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't really have one. I've been trying to get Phil the Thrill to work since I was like 7. I like hit a sweet reverse layup in elementary school and was like, Phil the Thrill, and then that was like, that was like my domain name, but it's all ironic. No one's ever called me that. What's this guy? This is for us?
I thought that it might be nice to take a little break off the bike.
Okay.
Maybe have a romantic outing.
All right, yeah, let's do it. Travis, get this?
Would you like some milk to go with it?
I would love some milk, please. Nothing like a hot bike ride without some milk, you know?
Yeah.
I actually put milk in my bottle.
Cheers.
You're on an island, and you can only have one cookie for the rest of your life. What cookie would it be?
Chocolate chip, but then the sea salt is the way to improve it.
You've been emphasizing a lot on the salt.
It's hot out here. I have a high sweat rate. You know what's sad is this is the most romantic meal I've had in a very long time. Yeah, that's enough. That's good. That's good. Like I'm gonna eat the whole bowl.
Sometimes my wife will tickle me, and And she says like, do the Cookie Crisp. So she'll tickle me, I'll go, Cookie Crisp.
It's great. I've never had this cereal. It's not very good. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I mean, Chips Ahoy is an insult. You know, it's like raping the Cookie Monster. Or Mrs. Fields, it's like raping Mrs. Fields.
That poor lady. Are you a milk guy?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I didn't think I was lactose intolerant, and then I stopped drinking milk, and I realized like, man, I haven't farted in months. So I started drinking milk again because I missed farting. This is how we feel about cookie cereal. And I apologize to the birds. Or the ants. I'm covered in milk now.
So we're gonna go from mild to wild. All right, so now we got some more cookies.
Oh wow.
Shit.
I wish you could see this from my perspective. It looks like a cookie form.
All right, I need to be alone for like 5 minutes with this.
So what do we got here?
The Cheeto cookie.
How dare you? This is offensive. You already eat it? Oh, you had it.
I want a Chipotle cookie now.
Wow.
I want a steak cookie. So you're gonna be farting today.
Yeah. You're not gonna be behind me anyway. We're going downhill. You're gonna drop me, no problem.
Could you say that again? So, you obviously were a climber. You are a climber.
Yep. I gotta focus on trying to ride a fixed gear down a hill. It's bad because I'm like starting to have fun.
Yeah.
That's when I eat it.
What if I eat it?
Bugs in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
eat
do
it.
that. I think I finally grew up. Thank you for the time,
Thank you,
Phil.
sir. Good luck in your weird fixie things.
Respect.
Something like that.
Yes!